Hello and welcome back. Instead of buying $100 million home that you'll see in the description, we're looking for $2 million homes around the country. This week it's Arizona. And Arizona almost broke me. I scouted it out before, and when I went back to it, all 12 of those $2 million homes were gone. So there's lots of homes and lots of turnover, and it's just a crazy inventory, and they all kind of look alike. So we're gonna jump right to it. So here's the deal. Like, this house is located just east of Phoenix, and it's nice. This is what I call the beam house. Beam me up, Scotty, because they really put a lot of beams in the ceiling, and I like it. I like the design. But the deal about the houses in Arizona, they're all like in an exclusive community on or near a golf course, and they all have between 4,000 and 7,000 square feet. All the amenities, all the 16 whatever bazillion stoves, whatever name brand you could want, it's all the same. And after a while, it kind of broke me because it was hard to tell them apart. So this one was nice and clean, and I liked it, but it just, even this got pushed down to the bottom of the pile. There was nothing really spectacular about it, and that's kind of the problem. So here we go. Here's one that, oh yeah, it was different. This one was in Nogales, Arizona, which is just along the border, and it's so on the border. There's also in Nogales, Mexico, right across the border, and I've actually been there. But this house just looks like something has gone down here. It looks like the scene out of a movie where there was a big boss fight. I mean, can you not just see the last scene of a movie where they go to kill the big boss? The big boss is going to be living here. It's I don't know, and it's completely empty, and there's nobody around, and I mean, isolated. So wouldn't a big boss live here? I mean, come on. Everything about it. And it's just like, how many bullet holes did they clean up? It is just very, I want to know the story to this. But part of me doesn't want to know the story to this. I love the simulated TVs. That always cracks me up too. So it's kind of an interesting house, but there's a lot of story going on there. And and if you're playing along at home with bingo, a bathtub in front of a window. Why do rich people love to bathe in front of the window? Anyway, I don't know. It's a big deal. They love it. I love that. Netflix. That cracks me up. Anyway, so moving on. So this house is another kind of, if you just want to get away from it all, because it has 240 acres. It's located just a little bit north of the border, just south of Tucson. Just, great mountain view in the background. Now, this is just an example. I just kind of threw this in that if you did like space and a lot of acreage, it can be set up for horses. It can be set up. It has a big work area, so I like the big work area, and some kind of weird trail here that I didn't understand what that was all about. So there you go. Moving on. This is another example of, if you go over here to the graphic of, we got a house right near the golf course, that it's nice. It's 6,000 square feet. It's only 3 bedrooms. That's what cracks me up. 6,000 square feet, only 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. So they were able to squeeze in that there. But a little foreshadow in here that on the right, they're into their kind of Roman kind of art here. So it's very, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit, got some grandeur going on here. So it's nice. And that was the thing about all these homes. They were all wonderful homes. They're 4,000 to 6,000 square foot homes, but they got just they wore you down after a while. And I was going on, and this was just melting in like all the others. And you kind of step through it and hoping for something special, and just when you're just about ready to move on to something new, you see, what? you could bathe with your Roman art. So that just, I don't know, that was my everything. It was just, you have all the money to do whatever you want, and there you go. So that's what inspires you to get your $2 million home. Go for it. So, moving on. This house was just kind of different. Everything from the non-symmetrical architecture on the outside. It almost was kind of almost going for a Colorado feel. Has a big garage for an RV, so you could get away. Let me back up and say that this is in Flagstaff. So you're, fairly close to the Grand Canyon. I don't know if you could do it in a day trip, but you're definitely there. You get this house, you have enough to get an RV, you could go up to the Grand Canyon all the time. But the thing I really liked was the homemade bookshelves. So these people give me all the bookshelves. It just kind of cracked me up. It's like they went all in. I just love it when people have a vision and they go for it. So that was nice. So the rest of the house is a little funky, a little different. I like the ceiling, and it's got a lot of wood heat into it. Like I said, you almost expect it like in a Colorado or Oregon kind of setting. But it was nice. I like it. They tried something different. The other thing I didn't get was, I guess this is a greenhouse, but in Arizona where it gets up to 100 degrees, wouldn't that cook the heck out of anything? And then you have this tortuga down here on the floor. And if it's just a statue, why would you put it in the middle of the floor? So I'm wondering, is it a real tortoise? I don't know. So many questions. They didn't even, describe it at all in the description of it. So again, just kind of get away from it all. But that was different. Okay, moving on. So this place was kind of nice. This was in Phoenix. Fairly close to downtown. What's also in this little square here in the middle, that's kind of where the Diamondbacks play and where the basketball arena is. The homes in there are a lot more inexpensive, but there's like $250,000 for a 1,000 square foot home. It's really weird, and the home looks really sad. But anyway, going back to this, this used to be a watchtower for an orchard grove. So now it's in a gated community. They're very popular about their gated communities, and it's the tallest building in Acadia, so whatever that means. So the house was a little funky, a little different, but I just bright and airy. I like that they were able to repurpose an old landmark, so that was very cool. And they're big into abstract grimace art, aren't we all? So just kind of a fun, funky, different house. This one is if you've got kids and you want to entertain them. Actually, it's kind of an entertainment house overall, even the location. Oh, no, sorry. This is not different house. This is north of Phoenix. Sorry. We'll get to the entertainment house. But this one just had it was kind of like they were trying to go more modern-y, more Martha Stewart HGTV on the inside. So it was light and airy, and I appreciate that quite a bit. I like the tile work they did. And to the outside, so this is the like the kid entertainment house. So they have a great sized pool. They have a in-ground trampoline, which that is always fun, and a little playground area over here. And then they also have a basketball court. So that's a good quarter-size basketball court, and some orange trees. But the other problem with all these properties is that it's like, it's Phoenix. It gets up to 100+ degrees. It's kind of, all the lots are just these sad, desolate wastelands. And some people did go all real grass and stuff, but I couldn't even afford the water bill for that. It's crazy. Um, so this one was weird. I just included it because it was kind of weird because this is on a quote lake. But what you see in this picture is the entire lake. This is little sliver right here that they built in the middle of the desert, which I guess good for you. But it is located just east of Phoenix. But you know, it's a nice white modern house, and they got some modern art on the inside. I like that, and the big screening room looks comfortable. I just see on some of these houses they have these theater rooms. I just wonder how long before those get really dated. They have a nice pool with some like shallow areas where you can just sit in the water of the shallow area and try to cool off. But I like this one quite a bit. It was a lot of fun, but it's just the idea of we're on the water, and it's I don't know where you go. I mean, some of these they have like little docks and little boats, and you can't go anywhere. You're just going to be doing like semicircle laps around it. The other thing that cracks me up is it's like, so they're all part of a community, and so I guess it's to be seen because you have access to this huge center and a huge pool, and I just crack up. It's like someone has a $2 million home, but you're really going to the public pool. But maybe you go, you drop off the kids, and you schmooze with the other people in the clubhouse. So maybe that's how that is. Or they have lessons and stuff at the clubhouse. So you have your racquetball court and your tennis courts. So I guess all those amenities are fine. And those amenities cost you, let's see how much the homeowners association is. $200 a month to be a part of that. Anyway, moving on. This one I like. I really like this view because it had this infinity pool that just looked out towards the mountain ranges, and it is located just north of Phoenix. It had, I think it's on 5 acres. 5 acres. There's no monthly homeowners association. It was just a very nice. It's like you look at this view and you're like, show me a Phoenix or Arizona home. I almost picked this one because it just has this prototypical cactus and scrub and everything. So it was very nice from that aspect. The house itself is not other than the infinity pool, which is just awesome. I like those a lot. I gotta stop saying it had a nice entertaining area, but it was just the inside is kind of dated. It doesn't look very modern. The inside didn't look like a $2 million to back up the rest of it. Okay, moving on. So this was another house that was kind of a getaway. This was down in Tucson, south of Phoenix, so a little bit south there. But it was a nice compound view. I think it was on 10 acres maybe. 7 acres, sorry. But just a nice, again, if you want your privacy to kind of get away from it all. This has been on the market for a while, and I don't know if it's just because that expensive a house in Tucson might be hard to come by. It's kind of a cool couch. They said it's the highest house in Tucson, so if that matters to you. Oh, I like the floor, the inlay floor, and the I'm sure those are custom couches. Are very nice. Oh, and I did not notice the fireplace before. All that is very cool. The windows that can open up. So the interior aesthetic, and I also like this a lot. I'm not sure what that is. That could be doing like hibachi style cooking. But wow, they went for it. So again, I appreciate when people have a passion and they totally go for it. Another cool couch is, man, they have great couches in here. Well, let's have your bath in front of a window. Ching! And in a great view. I mean, just to sit and soak and look out upon this. It's a very nice view. It would be wonderful at night to relax. And then they included lightning strikes, which kind of scared me, but that's okay. So number one, moving on. So this one, I liked. It also had your prototypical. This was in east of Phoenix, and you have your golf courses nearby, but then all these different trail heads and coming over here, and then going back to much more all this nature area over here you're really close to, but yet still 25 minutes to downtown Phoenix where you could see ball games and such. So it was a nice mix. So this house, and all these houses may be gone. I put links in the description to everything, excuse me, and they may all be gone because the house has just turned over so fast. That's an overhead view of it. It just, I just, to me, just having your big, huge cactuses right off your pool is it just seems very Arizona. If someone could say, hey, bath in front of a window, ching. It had outside entertainment areas. I think the inside was not modern HGTV standards, but fairly modern. And it was just a warm and cozy house. And again, I just like the view at night would be very cool. And all this around here, the two cactus that look like they're about ready to get it on was fun. So let's see their ego wall. Oh wow, somebody's a musician. Look at all that. Crazy. I wonder what the story is behind that. Somebody's got some gold records. Cool. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed Arizona. Lots of cool places. Please, if you like it, drop me a like. If you like a different house, let me know in the comments below. And I hope you have a wonderful day. It was great to see you.